and help you each find your own authentic and artistic voice.
And I say coaching to move forward in what the individual is desiring. You're able to take what we say, mush it around, and get it back to us in a way that makes us evaluate what we're actually saying, and maybe get to our final, what is our purpose, or what is my purpose in doing my book kind of stuff.
Drawing memories was a lot of fun. Like you said, like we talk about small group, safe in the community, so you feel free to be as loose as possible. And this is a very loose class, I guess is the best way I could describe it. Meditative, loose, personal, positive, lots of kindness. And I loved all the color and painting that we did really quick for our feelings. I had a ball in this class and I can't wait to do it again. It's just like so spontaneous, the reaction. And you don't have to worry because, like I said, it's a safe community.
So the drawing memories class was a surprise in the fact that it isn't just an art class. When Cole designs her class, she pulls from a lot of her other talents as a holistic health coach, as a mentor, a clinical hypnotherapist. So really, so many elements are a total surprise because it isn't just here's the technique on how you paint. She, is very creative in that she, really tailors her classes to meet the needs of the students. So she has easily understood instructions, and it's just the right amount of materials where you're just not so overwhelmed that you can't even try to do it on your own once the class ends. She's always coming up with something new and interesting and, a little different approach. So this is, one of the storyboards that I did after the first class. And what was kind of a surprise was getting to the abstract kind of view of the story you're trying to tell and talking about what is the overall emotion. That is something I would have never have thought to do, but it really helps me then frame the story when I get around to writing it. It's just fun to seeing what all the other class members are doing. It's a very heartfelt group, and I just highly recommend it.
Yes, I've been with Nicole through a number of classes, and this one in particular was good at helping me settle down when my brain's all over the place and to focus and get back in the creative mood, let's say. Some of it was meditative and some of it was just getting in touch with senses when you're thinking about an event or something you're trying to recreate in terms of what you saw, what you touched, what you heard, and so forth. So it was really useful to me. So all of our classes are good, and they are good at helping me focus in terms of creating a time and a place each day or week. So it's good.
I would just say that I'd start out with a quote, which everyone knows. A picture paints 1,000 words. And the drawing memories utilizes an image to speak feelings, and to speak feelings that maybe you haven't even experienced before. It has a surprise element to it where you're working through a vision, and that vision is yours. It's a personal memory surrounded by all the emotions. Whatever the memory comes to mind, Nicole asks you to put it down. You don't have to share it. It's a very private experience. You're never pressured to feel one way or another. You're just in your own flow. And how many times do we get the moments in our lives to just sit in a creative community and be with ourselves in that moment, to just express what she's, helping us to express. It's a simple and yet intimate experience of self, yourself, your interior world. It's a private world, but you get to dip into it with your paint, your words, you form your structure. It's a beautiful process. I would highly recommend it.
I should start by saying that I missed one of the classes of the 2-day series. And so the one that I attended, I think, was less about how you call up these memories and moments than how you express them, which was really helpful for me. And I would add to something that my colleague Monica said about how Nicole is able to tap into the needs of the class. I think she does that in two ways. She taps into the needs of the class as a whole, but she can also zero in on things for each individual to help us figure out what we struggle with. Now, I would say if you're totally confident in your art, you know everything you need to know, all you need is time, you may not need this class. But what I love about it is it helps me figure out where I'm getting stuck, where I'm struggling, so that I can go through it and keep going. And without this class, I know that I'm sort of bridging two classes, but I wouldn't be doing some of the work that I'm doing now, which I think is going to turn out to be some of my best work. And another piece, which is non-trivial, is because of how Nicole encouraged us to talk about where we are and what we struggle with. I learned so much from my classmates. I mean, they'll put out an idea or a way of drawing something, and I go, wow, that's exactly what I needed at this moment in time. So it's a perfect class for me. Thank you.
I wrote down a few things. Using the setup with prompt of what to visualize, whether it's a memory that you take us to, that we need to, or that you would like us to characterize. Hitting up on my thoughts and my memories. That's the meditative, but also therapeutic things for me. To go back and find that memory and thought, what did it mean then and what's it mean now, kind of. It's very reflective for me. And then it's great for checking perspective of memories and making the visual representations. There's reevaluation of what happened 50 years ago or 60 years ago, or whatever, and thinking what was real and what has cemented in the brain as perceptions. And then for me, I can throw in some visual images, and sometimes I sketch them down, and sometimes I throw some paint on.